Think about all the data, especially public data that passes before your eyes every day at school, on the street, or on digital devices like your smartphone. Would you like to know how to use it to make surprising discoveries to share with whoever you want? Open data allows you to do just that. Do you know what they are? And do you know how to recognize and use them? Open data are accessible data in an open format, which means free and without restrictions so that anyone can use and share them, especially in the field of information and services provided by public administrations. This openness promotes transparency and allows us to access the available information, rework it, and use it, promoting innovation and collaboration. Open data can be reused freely, even for commercial purposes, while paying attention to certain restrictions such as the obligation to cite the source or, in some cases, to share it in the same way. Can you think of any reuse ideas useful for you or your family? Think carefully, because you may already be using an app based on open data without realizing it. For example, weather station data are often collected and published in an open format, allowing developers to create the apps you consult to know the weather forecast for tomorrow. Think also of the apps you use to get around in your city or when you travel. They are based on open data about public transport and traffic. Open data have some key features that distinguish them from all other types of data, making them useful and effective. They are non-proprietary. No one owns this data, so anyone can access it freely. They are standardized. They follow universal formats that make their use and exchange easier. They are machine-readable. They must be easily readable and usable by software applications, minimizing human intervention in calculation and reprocessing tasks. Would you be able to recognize an open format file? Look at these files. They seem identical at first glance, but only in one case can we call it open data. The first file is a scan, which is an image of a table and in no way reusable. The second is the same table in a PDF format. We could try some operations to copy or transform the file into a format that doesn't require a specific software license and therefore is non-proprietary. But still, that's not it. The third one, however, is a CSV file, standardized and machine-readable, just the thing we need. The publication of open public data is part of a global strategy called Open Government, or the Open Government Strategy, which has, among its main goals, the aim of bringing people closer to public institutions, to the decisions they make, and the actions taken to implement them. Thanks to open data, anyone can know and monitor what governments and public administrations are doing. Think, for example, of those who do it professionally, such as a journalist or a researcher, but also associations and committees that want to understand and actively participate in decisions affecting their local area, just as you are doing with your team. This also allows for active participation in decision-making by proposing new ideas and solutions. Having access to detailed and up-to-date data gives people more useful and effective tools to participate informed in public decision-making. A careful analysis of data on what is being funded with specific public resources allows, for example, the monitoring of the effectiveness of adopted policies. We have seen what open data is, learned how to recognize it, and understood its purpose. Monitoring public action, but also developing services such as weather and traffic apps. Can you think of others?